I've been looking for the perfect knife, if there is such a thing, to carry when I'm hiking. Anybody that knows me knows that I'm a huge Leatherman Wave fan. Actually, I have a video called the Leatherman Wave Multi-Tool Extraordinaire. I did a full review on this. What do I like about this in the woods? I'm going somewhere with this. I like that it's one-handed opening. I like the saw. I like the blade. I like having the pliers and the bottle opener and all that kind of thing. One thing I don't like, it's not... Sorry, it's so dirty. I use it a lot. It's not an overly comfortable knife in your hand if you're doing a lot. It's just, you know, it is a multi-tool, so it's got a lot of functions, and it's... I've had a lot, I've used it a lot, I like it a lot, but I thought maybe there was something I could get that was better. So one of the drawbacks, I guess, of this sucker is the weight. I think, let me just check my notes here, I think it's like 8.5 ounces. 8.5 ounces. So that's a fairly heavy knife to be backpacking with. So I went with this. I saw this when I was in Target one time. It was like on special in a clamshell case, end of an aisle. It's the Victorinox Fieldmaster. What do I like about this one? Well, this has the saw, a pretty good blade. You know, your can opener, your bottle opener. Scissors, don't really care. They're nice to have for maybe an everyday carry. I didn't find them overly useful in an outdoor knife. Smaller blade, kind of redundant. Didn't feel it really was needed in the multi-tool or in the Victorinox. Had a bottle opener, which I don't use in the woods, rarely, if ever. It does have an auger on here, which I found good for doing certain little tasks. So, what didn't I like about this knife? I didn't like that it wasn't one-handed opening. I really, really like that. That's one of my things that I really prefer. As far as everything else, what did I lose? I lost the pliers, I lost the lock blade, I lost the one-handed opening. You know, but everything else is kind of there. So it was not a bad blade. This one's a little cleaner than my multi-tool, but it's had some use. So one thing that I really liked that I lost, this weighs 3.5 ounces. Good size. I dropped it on rocks a few times. You can see there's a couple little scratches, but it held up. So better knife, or as good a knife maybe, but not perfect. So let's move these out of the way. I recently bought this, maybe a couple months ago, a month ago. It's the Victorinox Trekker. Now, one-handed opening lock blade. Oh, that was the other thing about this. It didn't have a lock blade, so you know, a few times it almost folded up on me. The spring engagement is pretty good, but a few times it did fold up on me, so that was a concern. So one-handed opening lock blade. I've got the can opener, screwdriver, saw, other screwdriver, bottle opener. Over here we have the Phillips Screwdriver, and if I can get this out, it's got an auger too. It doesn't have the hole in it like the Fieldmaster, but very good to have. So yeah, so I've been using this. The trade-off is this is an ounce heavier, but it's more molded for the hand too. You can see it's got the contouring where the this one does not, so it's even more comfortable if you're doing a lot of tasks. There's no kind of friction or anything. You'd probably have to put that on yourself. It's quite slippery, but it's a lock blade, so that was the important thing. Locks in here. To disengage, sometimes it's a little hard. It's getting better with use. So I'm going to use this. One thing that this doesn't have, the other two had. The other two came with not a big thing, but it came with sheaths for your belt, which is nice to have it available quick. This doesn't, so, but you know, I can pick up an aftermarket one. Probably that'll fit it fairly well, or you know, get something to hook it on. So give a few stats on this. The overall length open is 7 3/4 inches. The blade length is 3.37 inches. Stainless steel, of course. The closed size is 4 3/8 inches. So just to give you a kind of comparison here, I'll close these up. The says the Victorinox are still made in Switzerland. I don't know if that's true or not. So there's kind of the size comparison. Give you a progression here. So I went from the heavy 8.5 ounce to the 3.5 ounce to a 4.5 ounce. I'm fairly happy with this. One thing I do miss, and it's not a huge thing, is the pliers. It's nice to have it for picking up hot things or general things, but it's one of those things you can kind of you know, make something quickly in the field or whatever. So when I use this a little more, I'm going to give a better review on it. I might even do one on this. I've had this for a while. This is more, I find this more of an everyday carry, even though it's got the saw and things on it. It is a big for everyday carry. If it didn't, you know, I have another Victorinox that I did a review on that was, you know, just a blade. So anyway, that's the latest that's going to be in my pack. I'm kind of getting geared up, trying to get the weight down so I can do some serious hiking this summer, and I'll be taking you guys along. So as always, I appreciate your comments and any feedback you want to give me. I really appreciate it, and we'll talk to you again soon. Thanks.